Hello, Flosstube people. This would be Flosstube number something. However, hello, welcome to everyone for this week's Flosstube. Now, today I have got some progress on my one stitch at a time, which I'm doing rather well on, actually, seeing as it's so big. And I don't usually do big. Right, okay. Anyway, so I would suggest a little bit of admin to begin with. I am Purple Nelly over on Instagram, so you can see some updates and things on there, things I've made and so on. And so thank you to all my existing subscribers and new ones too. And thank you very much for all of your comments, those who have left them. Thank you very much. And we would have a very windy day today, if you can hear it. I don't know whether you'll be able to hear it, but we have a very windy day here today. We apparently are experiencing Storm Floris. Apparently. It's very grey, windy, and wet. Yeah. Oh, and a broken washing machine. I am doing the washing, rather, by hand. Not good. Yeah. Blister. Gone now, but then I did that on my thumb as well, so yeah. So it's all good. Washing machine not appearing yet. We have a few days before a new one makes an appearance. And in the interim, I have to do the washing by hand, which is not good. However, it's getting done, albeit very soaked, but it's getting done. Now, so on to the segment number 1. It would be my one stitch at a time. Now this is on my own fabric colour, but I'll have to remember to put in some description. But you can see this in a previous video of what the colour was. I think it's golden yellow, I think I made it. So there's the progress so far. So I've got 3 birds in, and the rest of the... Where are we? Yeah, I've got the 3 birds in, and the remainder of the stalk here, and the 2 little leaves on the bottom. So then we have to move across to these flowers here, and then of course then there's the dreaded house. So there's that. So I'm doing not too badly at all. It's going to take a while longer, obviously. So I've just got this. I've got a little bit of wing to put on there on the side of that last bird, and then it's moving on to the flowers on that side and a bit of design on that side, and then that's that section complete, and then move on to the dreaded house. Yeah, which will be a delight. However, never mind, it's coming along, so that's that job. Now next I have got this. Now this one is a stitch, not a stitch along. It's it is a stitch along. It's Strawberry Moon, #Strawberry Moon Sal. Right, now that's on Instagram. Now I'm doing a Ice Cream Ladies by Soda Stitch. Yeah, Soda Stitch. And I can't show you the pattern, but this is as far as I've got so far. So I managed to come down all the way down here. I don't know, let's have a look and see if we can put something in behind that. What can we put in behind it? Oh, there we go. You're going to see it a bit better now. There you go. Now, I'd have done here, and I've done down into this bottom bit here, which is part of, I think, the ice cream. That's better, the ice cream part of it. So it's getting there. Yeah, that's a bit, let me see, we'll zoom in a little bit. Yeah, it's getting there. So I've got down, this is ice cream here, and then it'll be down into the face and the hair, I think, after that. So that's that one. So that's that there. And then the next one I've got. Now this is part of Harriet. Now this would be Harriet's, part of Harriet's face. Now this is a Stacey Nash pattern, the Animal Crackers, the British Animal Crackers series, right? Now, I am not usually a friend of the Animal Crackers, considering Maggie May. We all know about Maggie May. Yes. Anyway, so I thought I'd give this one a go, and this is as far as I've got. So I think that's coming down here. Whoop, here, down here. So I think I've come down this far. So I'm getting there slowly, I think. Right, so that's that job in there. Now, let's just put it back into the packet. Now, so that's that one. Now, the next one I've got is I thought I would do. This is slightly different. I thought I would do these. I like the look of these little octopi. Yeah, octopi. And they're just from it's on the World of Cross Stitching magazine. Now, it's a ripped out page, because I do that. To save a little room. Now it's called a jellyfish, not an octopi, even. It's a jellyfish. See? Motion. It's gone to the old mind. And getting things wrong. Now there's a jellyfish ABC is what it's called. Now there's the pattern on there. Now, these are the colours that I thought I would use. I've not started it yet, but these are the colours that I thought I would use. Now this thread here is by Paintbox Threads. It's made in the UK, and this is you can use this in machine embroidery, and of course the stitching. So this is one of the yellow ones. So that's number CY09, and it's dial lot number 24 should you want to get it, and it's from Paintbox Threads. So it's a single thread. You just take out the single thread. There's no division or needing to divide it or anything like that. So this one is called from Steph Francis, and she's again on. She's got a website, and so there's the other colour. That's a bit of a variegation. So I thought I might use that one, two together, and then I thought I might use. For some other ones, I thought I might use 442 and 742, and then 727. There, DMCs. These ones are, and those ones are made to look like DMCs. Now there's number 210. I thought that would be a good one, and then for the pinks, I thought we'd go 605. Again, that's a DMC colour. And then I don't know what this colour this one is, because it hasn't going to tell you, but I think it's also a DMC colour as well. And then I've got 151, the DMC colour. Oh, no, could that be it? I wonder if that's it. Oh, that might be the tag for it. Now, this one is a hand-dyed colour. Now, I don't know what it is, but I must have gotten it from somewhere. So it's a hand dyed colour, so you can see that on there. So I thought I might have a go at that one. And is that them all? Yeah, oh, and this purple, if I haven't already showed it, which is 327. So that's those ones that I thought I might go and have a go at these ones. And I thought I like the look of the yellow one and the purple one and so on in front. So there's that. Now, I've also done, if I can find them, here we go. This is a pattern that I made myself, but what I've got to do is I've got to fill in the middles. Now these are going to be frogs. So there's the other one. There's the other one. Now these are going to be frogs. And I'm going to fill in the colours with, fill in the middles and so on with those. Now the oh yes, the bee. Now this is the bee I was doing. Now this pattern is from, let me just get rid of the thread. This pattern is from, I made a mistake so I had to pull it out. So this pattern is from Emsley Co Creations. Now she's an Etsy page on the thing. Now this is a bee that she's created. Now I've only got so far on this, so I got that up there. I think that's up the right way. There you go. I did have some wings on, but they were a mistake, so I had to rip them out. But that's so far. Now I haven't got the picture of the pattern because otherwise I'd be showing you the pattern, and that's not good. So if you want to go and have a look for it, it's called Bee, and it's Emsley Co Creations. That's EMSLEY Co, then Creations. So that's that one's now. Oh, that one is obviously for the Cross the Pond Stitch and Chat. That was my one stitch at a time. So just putting that in there before I forget. Now, the next segment would be what I bought. This would be a little bit of haul, as they call it now. I've done I've had some of these threads before, and just a UK company, and they're called KLT Charting. Now this one's called Comet. Here's Comet. Now it's like a sort of pinky, there you go, a pinky colour with a little bit of white that's variegated through, and this one is called Cupid. There you go. So that's another kind of variegated. I mean, you can see the variegation in that, can you? Oopsie. Can you see the variegation in it? A little bit up there, yeah. So there you go. So that's that one. Now I've also done, I thought this would be a bit of fun. I bought some pom-poms. Here's me bag of pom-poms. Right. So there's my bag of pom-poms now. So I bought some pom-poms in yellow and in red. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make them into lemons and cherries. Yes, another one of my ideas. And I put in these little, let's see if we grab that, if I can grab that. Where's my one stitch? I don't know whether you'll be able to see this. I'll get my fingers out of the way. Can you see the little leaf? How about that? You see the little leaf? There you go. So put them at the top. There's a little hole in the top. If you can see it, can you see it? A hole in the top. Oh, let's see, turn it around. On its side. You can see the little hole in the top. There you go. You see, thread it through, right? So I'm putting them at the top. So this is what I've created so far. If you can see it, can you see it? There you go. And I'm going to do a red one, or two red ones, two together. So I thought that would be nice, and I thought if I could put something through put it through the middle, then I could use that. So that's a bit of haul as well. I've recently came in. Now, and then I've also got some white Ada coming so that I can colour it myself. And that's going to be from Willow Fabrics. So they do an Ada called San Pedro Ada. And it's really nice to work with. In fact, I think this is it. This is it here. It's really nice to work with. This is that I'm doing Harriet on. So that's a nice one. Now, the next bit is a little bit of book. Now these are two books that I've had for a while. This one's by Jane Kendon, and it's called Cross Stitch Samplers, and it was made published in 1986. So it's quite a distance away. So there's the front cover of the book. And then we've got some pictures on the inside. Let's see if we can see. Now all of these pictures are in fact in black. Oh no, they're not. Let me say they're in black and white, but they're not all in black and white. Let's see. Here's some on the front. This is a sampler on there. You can pick out the little motifs as well. That's always a good thing too. And then there's this other one. Again, you can pick out the little motifs in them. Now let's see if we can get anything else that might be in colour. Now this looks to be this is an African sampler and a Scandinavian one. There's the Scandinavian one. Looks quite festive, I think. And then there's the African one. Elephants and so on. Now, I can't show you that page because there's a pattern right by it. Is that all I can show you out of that book? Yeah, that's all I can show you of that. But that's a nice one. It's got a lot of nice patterns in. Now this one is by Sharon Welch, and it's Cross Stitch Cards, it's called, right? Now this one I've used this one quite a lot, to be honest. This is a good book. Now this one was done in 1994, right? And this is from a library withdrawn book from around where I live. Now I've not got many of those, but this is this one, and it's also got the old name of the council on it. Yeah, so that's an old one for a start, because they're not called that anymore. They've got given themselves a different name. So there we go. So here's the first page. There's a few cards, and there. Oh, move your hand. There you go. So those are cool. Let's have a look at the top one. Yeah. Now, so that's that one. Now it moves on into, after it's had all the sort of birthday ones, we'll then go into the festive ones that you can create. So there's those ones there. And then you've got into Easter and other religious festivals. Yeah. So that just gives you a few pages out of those. Oh, hold on. Hold 1 second. that's that. Excuse me. Washing calls. Right, so now, so this, I was going to show you this book again because there's one here that some of the people over the pond might enjoy. Now let's just see, where was that? Aha, here we go. Now these were national holidays, so we've got like the 4th of July and St Patrick's Day and St George's Day, and we've got the Thistle for St Andrew's Day in Scotland, and we've got St David's Day for the Welsh, and Australia Day, and there's St Patrick's Day, and you've got the 4th of July for Independence Day and so on, and there's one called Dominion Day. I wonder if that's possibly Canadian. I think that might be Canadian. It looks as if it may be Canadian, I think. And yeah, that's the ones that I forgot to show, so there we go. Now, so those ones would be good books, and if you can get a hold of those ones, some lovely little motifs that you can use for all sorts of things in those. And the next one is the books that I am currently reading, which I will have to fetch from the bookcase, if I can reach them. That is, come on. Oh, there we go. Now, these ones are very Stitch related. We've got The Quick and the Thread, and that's by Amanda Lee. Now, this one's a good book. It says, this is the synopsis on the back. It says, opening an embroidery specialty shop in quaint Tallulah Falls, Oregon, was a big deal for Marcy Singer, but it was nothing compared to finding a body in her storeroom. So that just gives you a little bit of the story. I don't want to give too much away because we don't want to anybody that might want to read it. So this is book 1. I have got book 2. There are does it tell you any more about the... Yeah, that's the next one. The next one is called Stitch Me Deadly, where trouble strikes when an elderly lady brings in an antique piece of embroidery into the shop. Oh dear. And then something happens, obviously, to this person or something else. So that's that one there. The next one is by Tracy Chevalier, and that one is A Single Thread. There you go. Now this one is in Violet, who after the First World War took everything from her. Her brother, her fiancé and her future. She is now considered a surplus lady. Oh dear. But Violet is also fiercely independent, and it goes on to tell you about that. Don't want to read too much because I don't want to give too much away, but that is the that one's a good one. I'm on to page 144 on that one, and you can tell which one is the most interesting to me. I'm now page 244 of 300 and something, let's see, of 324, so you can tell which one is the one I'm reading the most. So those are those two. So if you'd like a go at those, you can get them on the secondary eBay and Etsy, and not Etsy but eBay and things like that, Amazon, so on and so forth. Now, so that's those ones. Now on to questions. We haven't had a question for a while, so on to questions. Ooh. The question is, have you got a favourite colour thread to use? Be it white or a colour or something like that. Now, I like 3865 for the... Pardon me. I like 3865. And I also like the one that I showed you here, which was... this one, which is 727. That's a nice pale yellow colour. That one there, and so if you'd like to put your answers down in the comments, I can read those and you can see which, if you all the favourite threads and so on, we can all see what our favourite threads are now. And that, apart from a little pause, is that for this week. We have so we've, like I said, about the wind and obviously the machine breaking, hand washing and all of that. So with that in mind, if you haven't already subscribed and you've liked what you've watched, please hit the bell underneath and you can get the little notifications of when there's a new video. And if you'd like to like and subscribe, that would be absolutely excellent. And if you'd like to leave your comments below about the thread colours that you like and any other comments that you'd like to add in, then do so. And that, I think, with that is all. I shall now go and tackle more washing. Great stuff. And then I shall carry on with my one stitch at a time, Harriet, jellyfish, and so on. So with that, bye. See you later.